Let's make a rabbit. Let's make a brown rabbit. You can make your rabbit any color you want, but I chose brown today because it's more like an actual rabbit. But you can make a red one or a blue one or a yellow one or whatever color you want. So take your Play-Doh and make a nice smooth lump to start with. This is going to be a seated rabbit. Take about 1/3 of your Play-Doh and set it to one side. And then we're going to shape the body from the lump that you have on your board. Trying to get it smooth. Rabbits are nice and rounded and soft-ish looking, at least when they're seated. When they're running, they have a whole different shape. But we're going to make a seated rabbit. So we want to make a nice arched spine and then pinch up a head shape from your lump of Play-Doh. And the head too is kind of soft and rounded looking. Not too many sharp points on bunnies, on rabbits. No claws, no teeth you don't usually see, although they have some pretty serious front teeth. Okay, and we're going to pinch out a couple of front legs. See if we can get that face a little bit more shaped. There we go. Let's see, the legs are very, very simple. Because they are soft and rounded, we're just going to make kind of little stumps, really, for this seated rabbit. Let's see if we got a pretty good rounded shape to start with, our basic form. And I put a little bit of a curve in the body to give it a little bit more of a sense of movement. I'm going to smooth the wrinkles out with the knife. It's a big challenge for me, is trying to get things smooth. There may be better ways to do it, but at the moment, all I got is my knife technique. Okay, so here's the rabbit. And now, what is the definitive characteristic of a rabbit? Big ears, yeah? Nice big ears. So take a small piece of your Play-Doh, extra Play-Doh, and roll out a snake and try to put a little point on either end of the snake and then cut it in half. Cut that in half. And then take your knife and press down. And there we have a nice little rabbit ear. And try to narrow down the base of it a little bit. Do that on the other side also. There we go. So now the challenge always of having separate pieces is how to attach them. So today we're going to take the head and make a slit. A pretty good, big, a decent size, big slit. And we're just going to push the base of the ear into that slit and try to pinch that a little bit shut. And do that on the other side. Another big slit. Take your ear and push it into the slit and then slightly pinch it together. Ooh, these are big ears. Now, take your knife and smooth up the head onto the ear to improve the connection, which, as you see, needs some improvement. So let's pop that guy back in his slit, smooth up the head there on the front and the back. Okay, now we're gonna kind of crease the ear a little bit to give him a little more shape. All right, there we go. The better to hear you with, my dear. Now Let's give our rabbit some powerful hind legs so that he can run really fast. Rabbits are magnificent runners. They have to be. Whoops. Whoa there. Everything's chasing them, right? So rabbits have to be able to run nice and fast. So let's take our Play-Doh and roll out a ball, flatten that down for the thigh, and then pinch forward for the lower leg and foot. Again, this is super simple because we are going for soft and rounded. We get something like that as a shape, and then we're going to just press it onto the body. Now we're going to smooth the body, smooth the leg onto the body using the knife. This improves the connection and the appearance of the body and leg. There we go. Okay, we're keeping that arched shape in the spine and smoothing that in. Now let's do that again. For the second leg, make a nice round ball, flatten it out, pinch out the lower leg. Play-Doh's starting to dry out a little bit. It's getting cracky. Okay, there we got a pretty similar sized leg. And we're going to pop it on to the other side. And again, smooth that leg into the body to attach it and to give the animal a better shape. Trying to smooth out some of my lumps. And there we have a pretty good rabbit body. Okay. All right. All right. Keep shaping things as you go. Now, let's see, a rabbit has a little tail. So all you need to do is to pinch a little triangular piece of clay up into the tail and tip it up. They have these little tails that are pointed up like that. You can flash them if there's danger. There you go, a nice cute little rabbit tail. And now we want to give them some eyes. And today we're going to do that with a straw, a plastic straw. So take your straw and just push a hole into both sides of the head. And now to improve the appearance of the eye, let's dig out that circle that was cut by the straw. And now we want to smooth out the eye socket here a little bit, as much as we can, and maybe make it a little more oval. Try to get that a little smoother. That's not too good. But let's see. We can get that guy just a little smoother. And now we're gonna take the material that was removed and roll it into a little ball and pop it back in. I think that's a little bit better eye than just the pressed in impression from the straw. So let's do that again. Let's pop out the material. That one came out nice. Smooth out the eye socket a little bit. Maybe make it a slightly oval shaped. Make a round ball out of the material you took out and push it back in. There we go. There's our rabbit eyes. And last but not least, let's give him a mouth and some nose. We'll make a little Y shape. Take your toothpick, press the other side of the Y, and then press straight down. So we have a little Y-shaped rabbit, nose and mouth. All right, there you have it. Today's animal is a seated brown